It's easy to overlook the small things, the quiet moments, the tiny wins nobody cheers for. But that's where real growth hides, in the silence, in the grind no one sees. Every time you show up when you don't feel like it, you're building something inside that no shortcut can create. Every rep, every page, every second you choose discipline over comfort, you're stacking bricks no one can take from you. You won't see the progress day to day. It'll feel like nothing's changing, but that's the trap. That's where most people quit. You keep moving, you keep laying one stone after another. Because one day you'll look back and realize every small step you took in silence was turning you into someone unrecognizable. The weak version of you will be gone. The lazy, distracted version will be buried. And standing in his place will be a man built from consistency, forged in patience, and hardened by effort. Every step builds you. Every moment matters. Every decision is shaping who you're becoming. Don't rush it. Don't look for shortcuts. Keep stacking. Keep building, because greatness isn't built in a day. It's built every damn day. Small steps create giant impacts. You don't conquer the mountain in one leap. You don't wake up one day and just become great. You earn it, one brutal, disciplined, unrelenting step at a time. Everybody wants the top. Everybody wants to stand tall, to have the power, the body, the life that screams, "I made it." But nobody wants to crawl through the mud. Nobody wants the lonely grind. The nights when it's just you, the pain, and your purpose. But that's where the real ones are made. Not in front of cameras, not under the spotlight, but in silence. When it's just you versus your excuses. When you could take it easy and you don't. That's where discipline becomes a weapon. Because success isn't one giant move. It's a war fought in the smallest moments. The moment you choose the gym over the couch, the work over the distraction, the purpose over the pleasure. Every small choice is a battle, and every battle won makes you stronger, more dangerous, more unstoppable. You have to understand something. The man who keeps taking small steps day after day, while everyone else waits for motivation, that man becomes a force of nature. The weak quit because they can't see progress. The strong keep going because they trust the process. Every rep you put in when you don't feel like it, that's power. Every early morning when you drag yourself up, that's building armor. Every hard day you don't quit, that's adding another layer of grit to your soul. The pain you're feeling right now, that's your body shedding weakness. That's your old self dying. And that's how transformation begins. Not with fireworks, not with motivation, but with discipline. You want to be a lion? Then stop acting like a sheep. Stop waiting to feel ready. Stop looking for shortcuts. There's no magic switch, just hard work, repetition, and pain. The small steps you're taking today, they don't feel special, they don't feel powerful, but they're stacking. They're building something that will one day shake the ground you walk on. You'll look back and realize those mornings you hated, those lonely nights, those quiet, invisible days, they were the ones that created the version of you the world can't stop. See, most people want glory without grind. They want to win without scars. But if you truly want to rise, you've got to bleed for it. Because discipline isn't just what you do, it's who you become. Every time you take that small step, you're proving to yourself, I'm not average anymore. You're building mental calluses. You're training your mind to move when others freeze. You're hardening your will until it's unbreakable. The truth is, greatness isn't built in leaps. It's carved inch by inch by the man who refuses to stop. When his body says no, when his mind screams enough, he takes one more step. That's what separates the men from the boys. That's what separates the warriors from the weak. Because one day, that small step you take in the dark will explode into a transformation so massive that even you won't recognize the man you've become. And everyone else, They'll think it happened overnight. They'll say you got lucky. They'll say it must be talent. Let them talk. They weren't there when it hurt. They weren't there when you grinded alone. They didn't see the countless small steps that built the monster standing before them. So keep moving, keep walking, keep building, step by step, inch by inch, because every small move forward is breaking the chains off your old self. The man who keeps moving even when it's hard, that man becomes dangerous. He becomes calm under chaos. He becomes sharp under pressure. He becomes the kind of man who doesn't flinch when life swings first. That's the reward of discipline. That's the price of greatness. You won't always see the results. You won't always feel the change. But every single day you're evolving. You're stacking power. You're building something they can't take away. So stop chasing instant. Start chasing impact, small steps, brutal consistency, relentless growth. That's how you turn yourself from ordinary into a giant. So take that next step, even when it's hard, even when it's invisible, even when no one believes in you. Because giants aren't born, they're built one step at a time. Every small decision shapes you. Every moment of your day, every decision, every hesitation, every "I'll do it later" is sculpting the man you're becoming. You're not standing still. You're either building yourself or breaking yourself. There's no middle ground. You're either moving closer to strength or closer to weakness. You're either sharpening your edge or letting it dull. You're either leading yourself or lying to yourself. That one alarm you snooze, that's a message to your mind that comfort comes first. That one workout you skip, that's a vote for softness. That one promise you break to yourself, that's your discipline slipping through your fingers. But that one rep you fight for when your body screams stop, that one extra mile when your legs are on fire, that one day you show up even when everything in you wants to quit, that's power, that's identity. That's you forging yourself into something unshakable. Every small decision you make is a rep for your character. It's not about what you do when it's easy. Anyone can move when it's easy. It's about what you do when it's hard. When your mind wants comfort, but your soul demands greatness. When the bed feels warm, the excuses feel loud, and no one's watching. What do you do then? That's where warriors are built. That's where real men are made. Not in the spotlight, not on stage, but in the dark, with no witnesses, no recognition, and no applause. You see, every small choice compounds. Discipline compounds, weakness compounds. You don't rise to greatness in a single day. You stack it choice by choice, decision by decision, until it becomes who you are. You don't find yourself, you build yourself. With repetition, with consistency, with standards so high they make the average man uncomfortable. Because you're not here to be average. You're here to be dangerous, in control, locked in, untouchable. You want respect? Earn it through your actions. You want power? Build it through your habits. You want peace? Win the war inside first. Stop looking for motivation. It's not coming. Stop waiting for the right time. It's now. Stop searching for shortcuts. There aren't any. The truth is brutal, but it's real. Every time you take the easy route, you train yourself to quit. Every time you choose discipline, you train yourself to dominate. You think skipping one workout doesn't matter. You think sleeping in once doesn't hurt. You think nobody's watching, so it's fine. You're watching. Your future self is watching. And one day he's either going to thank you or despise you. The man you want to become, the one who's focused, strong, respected, he's built right here, in these quiet moments where the weak fold and the strong keep going. You're not building a body. You're not just building a mindset. You're building a weapon. And that weapon is you. So when you wake up tomorrow, remember this. Every choice is a vote. Every action is a brick. Every moment is a rep. And every rep either builds the man you admire or the man you regret. You don't need more time. You don't need perfect conditions. You don't need anyone's approval. You need commitment. You need consistency. You need fire. Move like your life depends on it, because it does. Attack your goals with intention. Walk with purpose. Show up like you mean it. Because the world doesn't respect words. It respects results. And results are built one decision at a time, in silence, in sweat, in sacrifice. Every small decision is shaping your future. Every small decision is writing your story. Every small decision is defining the man you'll one day face in the mirror. So when that moment comes, when your reflection stares back at you, make sure he's a man you're proud of. Make sure he's forged, tested, and battle-ready. Because every day, every choice, every second counts. And the man who understands that becomes unstoppable. Build momentum. Never miss twice. Discipline isn't perfection. It's power. It's control. It's waking up when every part of your body screams, "Not today," and saying, "I move anyway." You see, weak men chase motivation. Strong men build momentum. Because motivation dies. Momentum doesn't. When you build momentum, it stops being a choice. It becomes your nature. It becomes the air you breathe, the pulse behind every action. You missed a day? Fine. You fell off? Good. Because now you get to prove something, that you don't fold under failure, that you don't let a single misstep define your story. You missed once, never miss twice. That's the rule. That's the code. That's what separates boys from men. Every man has a breaking point. Most hit it and stay broken. The disciplined ones, they hit it, rebuild, and come back harder. That's where strength is forged, not in the easy days, but in the recovery. You broke your streak, you lost your focus, then tomorrow you come back with a vengeance. You double down, you grind twice as hard. You remind yourself momentum is sacred. Momentum doesn't care how you feel. It only cares that you keep moving. Slow, fine, ugly, fine, just don't. Stop. Because motion builds strength, and strength builds confidence, and confidence builds dominance. That's how you separate yourself, not by doing everything perfectly, but by refusing to stop when it's imperfect. You know why most people never make it? Because they mistake slow progress for failure. They think if they're not sprinting, they're stuck. Wrong. Crawling forward still counts. Dragging yourself through the mud still counts. One rep, one push, one breath forward still counts. Because while everyone else is waiting to feel ready, you're already moving. And the man who moves always wins. Momentum isn't built overnight. It's built in silence. It's built in those 5 a.m. mornings when you feel dead inside but still lace up your shoes. It's built in those nights you say no to distractions and yes to discipline. It's built when you stop negotiating with weakness. That's the truth most men run from. They want the reward, not the repetition. But repetition is where momentum is born. And once it's born, it doesn't stop. Unless you stop feeding it, feed it daily, feed it through effort, feed it through pain, feed it through relentless, unapologetic movement forward. Understand this. Momentum is more valuable than motivation. Because motivation fades when life hits you. Momentum carries you through the hits. When you're tired, momentum moves your body before your brain can make excuses. When you're uninspired, momentum whispers, "We've come too far to quit now." That's the difference. That's the killer instinct. That's how men who start slow still finish first. You build momentum by stacking wins, no matter how small. One disciplined act at a time, one small victory at a time. And before you know it, that rhythm becomes your armor. You start walking different. You start thinking sharper. You start expecting more from yourself because you've seen what happens when you stop hesitating. You turn into something unstoppable. You can't fake momentum. You either build it or you stay stuck. And when you build it, life starts bending around your pace. Everything falls into sync because you're moving with purpose. You start to realize it's not about how fast you go, it's about how consistent you stay. And the man who keeps moving even after the fall becomes a man who can't be broken. So when you fall again, because you will, don't drown in guilt. Don't disappear. Don't call it failure, call it round 2, because that's all it is. Another round, another chance to build stronger momentum. Never miss twice. Never let weakness win back to back. Never give that comfort voice a second say. The man who moves every day, even an inch, will outlast the man who moves big once and quits. Momentum doesn't just make you disciplined, it makes you dangerous. It turns you into a force that doesn't need hype or applause. You just show up again and again until people start wondering, how does he keep going? Simple, because you built something they didn't. Momentum. Keep showing up, keep stacking, keep moving, because every small step you take is another crack in the wall, and one day that wall's gonna break and the world will finally see the monster you've been building in silence. Momentum is your weapon. Protect it, feed it, live by it, and never ever let it die, because when you become the man who never misses twice, you become the man no one can stop. Earn your power every single day. Every second you live, you're casting a vote for the man you're becoming. Every representative, every meal, every late night spent grinding when you could have taken it easy, it all adds up. There are no small actions. There are only patterns, and those patterns, they shape your identity. The man you'll be 6 months from now, he's built by the choices you make today. Every action is a brick. Every decision is a blueprint. You either build strength or you build weakness. You either build habits or excuses. You either build the man you want to be, or you stay the same man you said you'd outgrow. Every action counts, even the ones you think no one will ever see, especially those, because your character isn't built when the camera's on. It's built in silence, when nobody's cheering, when it's 5 a.m. and you're dead tired, when it's easier to scroll, skip, or sleep in, but you don't. That's where self-respect is born. Every decision you make sends a message to yourself, I'm serious, or I don't care. And the scary truth, your brain listens, your body listens, your future listens. So when you cut corners, when you half-ass your work, your workout, your word, you're not just skipping one moment. You're training yourself to lose. You're teaching yourself that mediocrity is okay, but when you push through, when you do the extra rep, the extra hour, the extra bit of pain, you teach yourself to win. You prove to yourself that your word means something. That's what separates men from boys. Boys wait for motivation. Men act with discipline. Men do what has to be done, no matter how they feel, because every action counts. Every single one. The way you walk, the way you speak, the way you handle pressure, the way you show up when life hits hard. You're either reinforcing power or weakness. There's no neutral. You think skipping one day doesn't matter? That one day becomes a week. That week becomes a habit. That habit becomes who you are. The same goes for discipline. That one day you show up when you didn't feel like it, that day becomes momentum. Momentum becomes strength. Strength becomes identity. And that's the secret. Discipline becomes who you are. It becomes the language your body speaks, the code your mind runs on. When you start realizing that every action matters, you stop wasting motion. You stop moving sloppy. You stop treating life like it's a game of luck, because now you're deliberate. You're intentional. You're calculated. You stop acting like a spectator and you start acting like a man on a mission. You walk with purpose. You train with hunger. You move like someone who knows that every second either builds him or breaks him. That's how power is built, not in a single grand moment, but in thousands of small, disciplined choices stacked on top of each other. You earn your respect in the unseen hours. You earn your confidence through the small wins. You earn your destiny one action at a time. Every representative, every breath, every step, they all echo into the man you're becoming. So stop moving without intention. Stop wasting days like they don't matter. Because one day they'll all add up, and you'll either stand proud of the man you built or crushed by the one you settled for. Every action counts. Every choice leaves a mark. So make your actions loud. Make them count. Move with purpose. Speak with weight. Work with fire. Because your habits become your armor. Your consistency becomes your confidence. Your daily grind becomes your greatness. The man who understands that every action counts never drifts. He never doubts. He never loses himself. He builds himself brick by brick, rep by rep, choice by choice, until one day he looks in the mirror and realizes he's no longer chasing power. He is power. Every damn day. In the end, your life isn't shaped by what you wish for. It's shaped by what you do. Every tiny move, every silent effort, every day you show up, it all stacks. Nothing is wasted. Nothing goes unnoticed. Every action you take today brings you closer to who you want to become tomorrow. So act now. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Create it. If this hit you, like the video, subscribe for more, and comment "I act now" to prove you watched till the end. Greatness isn't one big leap, it's thousands of small steps done with purpose. See you in the next one.